I welcome you back to the Debrick channel. Today we're talking about the Great Lakes, the five Great Lakes: Lake Superior, Lake Huron, Lake Ontario, Lake Erie, and Lake Michigan. And we're talking about the ice coverage. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and we'll be right back. And we have more to come, so stick around. And I welcome you back to the Brennick channel, and look at this right here. This is the ice coverage for the Great Lakes, and as you can clearly see, Erie, being the shallowest of the lakes, has the least amount of ice with 2.4% compared to their average of 49.1 this time of year. Huron has the most, but it's still lacking at 23.5%, and that's 33%. Lake Michigan has 12.5, which normally is at 19.9. Ontario has 3% is normally at 11.8, and Superior has 5.7, which is normally at 18.5. And if you look over here at this temperature map right here, you can clearly see that the coldest spot on this map is Thunder Bay at 12 degrees. And that is cold enough to freeze water, don't get me wrong, but 29 right below it will freeze water, but not very fast, not as fast as 12. And then 34 in Michigan, and 30 in Green Bay, and just 35 here, 29 there. Just nothing real cold. The coldest spot you got is 22 and 24, and that's just not going to freeze these Great Lakes. And Lake Erie is the shallowest, and it normally freezes the fastest, so it's not happening this year. And with no polar vortex scheduled to come that I seen anywhere soon, that creates a problem. So, with the Great Lakes not freezing this year, that will definitely cause more lake effect snows up in the Great Lakes with any cold temperature that may arise over the course of the next 2 months, possibly 3 months. But we are getting close to February, and February turns to March, and once you get to the middle of February, the temperature starts to slowly creep up to the positive. And with it already being warm this year, and it's warm across the world, ladies and gentlemen, and if you haven't been in tune, Australia's been getting slammed with heat wave and fires and everything else and extremely hot temperatures, and it's going to be a bad year this year all the way around. And I think the United States is going to be in another flood stage, which will be the third in a row. And I wouldn't doubt it, they use the Bonnie Carrot spillway one more time. And here is the reason why I say this. If you look up north, here's the two side by side, the 2019 and the 2020. You can see clearly there's more snow this year in spots than there was last year, especially on the Northern River. Now, the problem is, you would think, well, there's not as much snow to the south. Well, that's true, but also you have to take in consideration that their moisture content in the ground is extremely high, and it's frozen right now. And with that being said, any water that comes will run off. Now, if they get another snow, they're supposed to get like 3 to 6 inches of snow down towards St. Louis today, so that's going to cause more of the ground to be covered. As you can see, here's the current snow map, and the current snow map has St. Louis at 3 inches. Now, I don't think that's an accurate map because I live in the area and I didn't see no 3 inches in my area, which is just a few miles from St. Louis. But it did snow a little more to the west is what they're saying. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on the ice up in the Great Lakes, and we'll definitely be keeping an eye on the rivers because they're going to. And here's a few beautiful pictures of Lake Erie that I found today with the sun setting, and it's beautiful. And you can see that the lakes are not frozen, or very little froze. These are some of the ice around the lake where the wind blows up and gets the plants wet and they freeze, which is cool. But once again, the lakes are just not very cold, and the chances of them freezing solid this year are 0 to 1. That's not going to happen. So you guys have a blessed day, and we'll see you next time on the Debrick channel. Thanks for watching and tuning in, and we'll see you soon. God bless you and peace.